Ahoy hoy! Welcome back to another reaction video by Miss ZeplaHQ. We'll be reacting to WoW Classic versus Final Fantasy Shadowbringers. Gonna be an interesting one. Up for another debate. Here we go. How are you, V?
Not bad, man. How about you?
Waiting for my eye to get better so we can not be wearing these damn sunglasses indoors like a weirdo.
Facts. Facts. Now, I've never played WoW Classic. I don't know about you, Zed.
I have not, no. A friend of mine at work does, but I have never played it, no.
But I am in the middle of Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers, which also makes me nervous because I hope there's no spoilers, but I'm going in this blind, so who knows?
Who knows?
Not saying that the debate's going to be strong in this, but I am quite curious on what her thoughts are between the two, so I think we should get into this.
Dax, start it on up, my dude.
Woo!
This is Crypto.
Hi,
This
Crypto.
is my special boy. I love him
Special.
very much. He's very, well, he's not sweet, but
Why not?
he is good at crime, and he's a rogue, as I played originally. As some of you may know from watching previous videos of mine, I was a hardcore raider.
I think these are... I don't want to call them Final Fantasy earrings, but they look like the type of earrings you would find in Final Fantasy. It's fucking awesome, if that's the case.
Back in vanilla, and I played rogue, so obviously gotta play
She's a
rogue in
rogue
classic.
player. All right,
Basically, I've been
all right.
having a hell of a time. I've been having a blast playing classic, and people have been asking me, "Are you gonna quit playing Final Fantasy 14 to play classic? Are you done?"
Yes,
No.
be
Of
done.
course not. Of course
Aw.
not. So I thought I wanted to make a video, basically explaining what am I getting out of classic and what am I getting out of Final Fantasy 14, and why, for me personally, these games are very complementary to each other. Like, I feel complete. I feel whole. It's like the
See, I'm wondering. See, my biggest concern, and maybe one day I'll try it, but my biggest concern is with WoW Classic. So I've heard stories where, like, back in the day with Classic WoW, communities were like uplifting, and it was very team oriented and very like Final Fantasy now, in my opinion, based on stories and experience in Final Fantasy. But what if the communities in Final Fantasy or in WoW Classic are just as bad as in just World of Warcraft today?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the classic players who are playing the classic. I know my buddy at work, he just plays the classic. He refuses to play today's WoW. He only plays classic, his preferred choice. So I guess it's all a matter of perspective, right?
the teenager inside me is like glowing with joy that I have this wonderful experience back. It feels like if your pet runs away and you thought you'd never see your pet again, and then one day it shows up at your door. That's kind of the way that it has felt for me coming back.
Except for it showed back up at your door the age you got it instead of the age it should be.
That's a nifty trick.
Hey, I want to know how it did it.
To classic. I thought it would be fun if I go through some of my screenshots, because I've been taking screenshots along the way through my classic.
I do that all the time. Every
Really?
time I'm playing. Oh yeah, dude. Every time I play Final Fantasy, every time I see like a beautiful area or like a cutscene I really like how it's like played out, I'll just start fucking taking screenshots.
See, I'm
journey.
the opposite.
And-
I don't take the screenshots. I just, like, when I'm playing WoW, which I haven't played in a hot minute, but playing WoW, and then I find something that looks pretty, I'll just, like, fly off. I'll be like, screw whatever I'm doing or mission-wise. So now I have a new mission. I want to go see what this looks like. This is pretty.
And it might help you understand some of what I'm getting out of this game. The Shadow Priest Sarvis said, "You've shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom that you've been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they try to do against us, we are free and will not be shackled again." And I was like,
Ooh,
I will remember your words always, Shadow Priest Sarvis. I will not let them shackle me again. We need to destroy all life on Azeroth. so that nobody can tell us what to do anymore. So there's my corpse on the ground, and I was fighting these murlocs, and I was like level 7 at the time, and it was a real pain in the ass. And as you can see here in the chat log, someone gave me conjured muffins. They saw me res, they saw that I was having a hard time, and they gave me
muffins.
Conjured muffins, and the mage said good luck, and I said cheers, man, thank you. Like, I was just hanging out in the inn. I was sitting next to this other Forsaken, and he was like, sippy cups. In my younger years, the juice just poured out of one's right nostril, and now out of the stomach like an old fart.
What?
He said, super hard being undead, to be honest. Can only be undead for so long, and then you wish you were actually dead. That's a mood. One of the best things about Classic is how everybody is very willing to help, and like, just be cool, be a bro to you. I took a screenshot of the time that someone, when I was playing mage, gave me a new...
Okay, I gotta point this out because there's something about it that just makes me like, I fucking love this. So, you know, like other YouTubers, you'll see like if they got a backdrop, it's all like nice and professional. And in our case, we have the green screen, so they don't see nothing but us and what we're reacting to or playing. And then Zepla's just like, she just got stuff he shoved in the closet. There's a bunch of shit over. Like, I just love it. She's like, you know what? This is my fucking spot. I feel like a green screen would be bad with this chair though. Like the whole chair be gone.
She was flying in space. That looked cool. What are you talking about?
Facts.
Dope as
Facts.
shit.
new chest piece and a new cloak that they had made just for free. They just opened trade and gave it to me, and I said, wow, thank you. And he was like, you're welcome, good luck out there. I think it's really cute when people lay their character down on one of these beds
Fair enough.
and then log out. I have a collection of screenshots of people with their characters sleeping in the hammocks. Am I creepy? Am I a creepy dude? Am I creeping on these people? That's exactly what I'm doing.
Screenshots.
Everything is a pain in the ass in WoW Classic. And that is part of it. That is part of what makes it memorable. That is part of what makes it good. Suffering is the key. As I've been leveling, I have felt the value of every single copper. I have felt the value of every bit of experience that I get, every bit of training that I do for my weapons. Even from level 1 to level 10, you can feel so much stronger, and you feel like all the time you spent has paid off to you. You know, now like I'm level 17 or 18, I've got like 3 gold, and I feel so rich right now. I can't believe I have 3 gold. This is amazing. It's that little bit of very gradual, very steady, but very palpable, I guess, progress that is so satisfying. Because of the lack of a duty finder, you are forced to sometimes whisper people individually and say things like, hello, warrior. Would you like to tank for our group in Ragefire Chasm, our humble group? And I had to do that the other day, and it was an ordeal getting everybody to the instance. People had to travel across the world by airship, by foot from the Barrens, from the Undercity. And eventually we all stood at the front of the dungeon portal. And I said, the party has been assembled. And the warlock said, we shall call it the Fellowship of the Wipes. And it felt epic. We had not even started the dungeon. And it felt that we are already on this epic journey because some people had traveled from so far. Because it is a pain in the ass.
I swear to fucking gosh, she could sell me any damn video game. It could be Barbie, and I'd be like, that sounds fucking epic.
I was picturing that scene from Lord of the Rings when she said, it should be the Fellowship of the Whelps.
Fair enough.
It's memorable. It's like it gives it meaning. It is like the pain and the suffering is what gives it meaning. That's something to ponder. But you know, I'm not always in the mood for that shit, and I don't always have the time. A lot of people don't. That's why MMOs evolved over the years, you know? It can almost be a little bit exhausting to do that for very, very, very long periods. I know some people are able to, but chunks of that seem to be, like for example, what I just mentioned, the dungeon, getting to the dungeon, and then like we did the whole dungeon, and after that dungeon, like I was ready to step away for a little while. Like I felt very accomplished. I had gotten a new level, and like I got some loot, and I was like, okay, I feel good for a while. And
I need a good
I can
3-hour
now
break.
take a break, or I can go play Final Fantasy 14 for a while. Maybe play a game where not every single thing.
That's not a good idea.
A while. Listen, I just did a dungeon in WoW. I'm wiped out. Now I'm gonna do 6 or 7 of them in Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy dungeons are like Lay's chips. You know, you can't just do just one.
Can't just do just one, eh? Fair. I see how you're going. I see where you're going with it.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Unless it's main scenario stuff and you're forced to watch the cutscenes, then maybe you can do just one.
Is a giant pain in the ass. You know, like that's refreshing too. That's refreshing too. After you've been through all that, yeah, sometimes it can be refreshing. Just turn on the duty roulette, get your roulette done, and then move on with your day. You know, like you don't always have time to have this huge adventure. It comes down to how I'm feeling, what I'm in the mood for, and it makes me feel like these are very complementary games, especially as I'm going to be focusing on PvP in one and PvE in the other. Because look, I have no reason to raid in Classic. Like, why would I do that when I'm raiding in Final Fantasy 14? Like, don't get like I, as someone that raided in vanilla pretty extensively, I can tell you that the fights were nowhere near the complexity that we see today in Shadowbringers. And like I know from my experience that it's just there's no contest between these different fights. Not only that, there is something to be said for a brand new raid coming out that nobody knows how to do. And unfortunately, you know, that's not something that can happen in Classic. Everyone knows the mechanics already because these are old fights. I feel like that does take something away from the PvE raiding experience, at least in my view. And that's why, for me, I'm not really interested in raiding PvE very seriously in Classic. There is some story
Never raided
that you can pick up in
on
Classic through the zones, and some of that's
Yeah, I was gonna say that the times, even when I was really into WoW, when I first ever got introduced to it, I never got to the rating. Then again, leveling was really hard back then. I know it's a little easier now, but I never got to it. I'm pretty sure at the time though, even when you were leveling up your mage share, I think you had to be 80 to do fucking raids or something.
Yeah, I never got that high, and I've been sent back to like 35 or something. I think I got up to 40 last time I was playing. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, so, and even if we did now, I've heard of raids taking like 4 hours. Like,
oh yeah, my uncle, he's a hard World of Warcraft fan. Like, he's been playing since day one of World of Warcraft almost. We'd be already in bed. He had already been playing since like 5 o'clock, and it'd be like 4 o'clock in the morning before he'd go to bed and finish whatever raid he was doing.
Yeah, like I couldn't.
No, I don't got time for that.
Like, eventually I'd have to pee.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you, hold on, guys, I gotta go pee. Does everybody stay in the corner? Like, how do you do that?
But, well, if you got a group of people, I can see that happening. Get into a quiet spot and everybody's okay, you know, piss break. You know what I mean? But then again, I've heard of people just like fucking bucket on the side, and they're just, you know.
Story is very interesting, especially so far what I've read in the Forsaken Zones, but it doesn't really involve you. You're just kind of like an adventurer going through it. You're not like the chosen one or anything. And I feel like you know, that's sometimes it's an important feeling to have in an RPG, and something that Final Fantasy 14 absolutely gives you and makes you feel like you are really you're here to save the world. That's awesome. That's a super cool feeling.
You literally go from who the fuck is this guy or girl, and then you turn into holy fuck, it's this guy or girl.
You've got a title.
And then they praise you, and then they probably sing songs about you. I don't know. I haven't got that far.
I'll be singing songs. My Lord, Humbaya.
Back in the Barrens and hearing the Barrens chat. That's been Mostly good. It's been mostly good. What a time to be alive.
What was
Or
that?
in my case,
Oh,
undead. Part of me needs to be a cute bunny girl who lives in a world
Dude.
where
a
she's
badass character.
Okay, I've recently I've had the privilege to watch one of her live streams on Twitch when she's playing Final Fantasy. She wears a set of those ears the whole stream.
That's
They're like-
awesome.
They're like, you can't see me, but they're like this high.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
it's freaking huge.
Hey, sometimes you got to get in the role. You like the role play when playing MMO, so you know what it's all about.
True, but like, don't get me wrong, it's like full out cosplay when you're watching, but just the ears. Now I can see why she's a bunny person in Final Fantasy. But you are
Whatever
correct.
works
I
for
do
her,
like
don't judge.
absolutely. But yeah, you are right. I am. I do like the role play. When I play Final Fantasy, I am my character. I literally have a backstory made for my character. Okay?
Of course you do.
Don't judge me. I have a backstory and what his life was before Eorzea.
the
Here's the
hero
skateboarder.
and she is the warrior of light and she's gonna save the world
looks
and
epic.
hang out with the pixies and the fairyland of magic
Dude,
and
okay.
hang out with all
Just recently, met the Pixies. Yo, they're like possessive. Like, he's mine, and I'll rip your freaking wings off.
Sounds like a pixie trait.
Fair enough.
my
Mine, gimme.
friends and we're gonna defeat
Yep,
the titans
absolutely.
together and we're gonna like have glorious deeds and the bards will sing about us. Wow, and wow, like I can be
I'm a
this,
bard.
little bastard. It's like ganking noobs and murdering alliance and feasting on their flesh for the glory
Sometimes
of
you
the
gotta feast
Forsaken.
on some flesh.
I mean, look, that's
You get
fun
hungry
too.
sometimes.
There's different kinds of fun.
Just different kinds of fun.
Facts.
I hope that you liked this video, and I hope that you will
Did I enjoyed it.
let me know if you're liking classic. You know, are you having a good time? Is it not for you? Have you not even tried it? Or you're not interested? Did you play it
Haven't
back in the
tried it.
day and you felt like how I used to feel? Like, oh well.
Never
See,
played
been
it
there,
back in
done
the
that.
day.
Do you think that they will add BC and Wrath? Do you think that Activision is currently sitting there like, this is way bigger than we expected. What are we gonna do? We can't add a cash shop or anything to. How are we gonna monetize this? What are we gonna do? I bet that's what's going on in the Activision offices right now, and that makes me laugh and laugh and laugh. They've got to get people into retail. So they'll pay for stuff in the cash shop. Let me know your thoughts about all these things in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for just listening to me ramble about 14 and classic and just how much I love these two games in such different ways. And I would love to know about your experiences in both games too. All right. Well, thanks again for watching, and I will speak with you again soon. Bye.
I didn't want to cut off her bye. I enjoyed that video. I feel like
So did I. I feel informed.
yeah, I feel
That's how I
like
feel after every Zepla video we watch. I feel informed. Very informative. She knows her stuff. I really appreciate her content. Probably the hours of research that goes in on top of her gameplay for her videos. I really commend her for her videos.
yes, absolutely. I can definitely say that after every video I've ever watched and what videos we've reacted to, I've definitely learned something every time at the end of a video.
Mm-hmm. Just makes you want to go play the game. Like, she makes you want to go play Final Fantasy or play WoW. Like, I feel like I could go pick up a classic now and start playing, even though I've never played.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. The lady could sell any fucking video game, dude. You gotta get back into Final Fantasy.
You got to get back into WoW.
You gotta get back into Final Fantasy.
You know what? I could do you one better. You got to get into Minecraft, MC Eternal. Friday nights, 8 o'clock. Be there, be square.
Yeah, you might be a rectangle too. It happens from time to time.
I'm a triangle. I want to be a triangle.
Please, just once. Well, you guys, that was ZeplaHQ once again with WoW Classic vs Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. Her thoughts. So, Zepla, if you see this again, thank you so much for allowing us to continue reacting to your videos. As well as if you guys enjoy our reaction to this video, be sure to like this video and comment down below. If you want to see this video without our commentary, you can find the link to the original video down in the description below, as well as ZeplaHQ's channel link. Be sure to go over there if you want to learn anything Final Fantasy. And I do believe she does also talk about other games. I've seen some things on there about like No Man's Sky and stuff like that.
Excuse me, are you on there? Pardon me. Yes, absolutely. 110%. I was not bored with what he saying. I
You're
agree
a
with
liar.
that statement. It was. It's sometimes V just drowns on and on and on. Sorry.
With that being said, pencils for everybody. I'm not going to ask, like you guys already know, his pencil's being used to stop his leak, which is why he is able to record with us now. I missed you, buddy.
I missed you too, man. It felt so weird and strange.
Last Monday was weird. Okay. Get it together. Get it together.
I need tissue for my...
Make sure you guys subscribe. We'll put some graffiti on it. And when you're done your masterpiece, be sure to hit that thumbs up and comment down below. Let us know what you want us to react to next. We got a couple suggestions already. We are looking to get into those shortly. We usually only do one reaction every single week. You can find a reaction video from us every single Monday. This project returns. My name is V.
My name is Ed.
And our asses.
We're going to pick our noses.